The Arctic wind howled like a wild beast, shaking the walls of the isolated research station. Inside, two figures sat in stony silence, separated not just by the room but by a chasm of mistrust and differences. Dr. Elena Novak, a seasoned climatologist with a sharp intellect and sharper tongue, stared out of the frosted window, lost in her meticulous notes. Across the room, Alex Carter, a pragmatic geologist with calloused hands and an easygoing nature, tinkered with a radio that emitted only static. Their assignment was simple in theory: 6 months of joint research to study the shifting Arctic ice sheets. But their personalities clashed like tectonic plates. Elena found Alex too laid back, often dismissing his ideas as unscientific. Alex, in turn, thought Elena was arrogant and inflexible, dismissing his practical insights as irrelevant. The tension between them reached a breaking point the day the storm rolled in. It began as a whispering wind but quickly grew into a ferocious blizzard that obliterated the horizon. Snow piled against the station, and the temperature plummeted. As the storm intensified, their communication with the main base was severed, leaving them completely isolated. "Did you check the generator this morning?" Elena snapped, her voice cutting through the roar of the wind. "I was fixing the comms, remember?" "You could have done it too," Alex shot back, his tone as icy as the storm outside. They bickered until the lights flickered ominously. Both fell silent, realizing that the generator, the lifeline providing heat and power, was failing. "We have to fix it," Alex said firmly, grabbing his parka. Elena hesitated. "You can't go out there. The wind chill will kill you in minutes." "Do you have a better idea?" Alex challenged. Reluctantly, Elena bundled up and joined him. Stepping into the storm was like walking into another world. The wind screamed, and snow swirled in blinding flurries. Together, they stumbled toward the generator shed, tethered by a rope. Inside the shed, their breath fogged the air as they assessed the damage. The fuel line was frozen, and the backup supply was running low. "This isn't a one-person job," Alex muttered, looking at Elena. For once, she nodded in agreement. "Let's do this." They worked in grim silence, their movements synchronized by necessity. Elena held a flashlight steady as Alex replaced the fuel line. When his hands trembled from the cold, she wordlessly stepped in, her precision making quick work of the repair. Back in the station, warmth slowly returned, and with it, a fragile sense of camaraderie. Over cups of steaming coffee, they sat by the generator, their usual barriers softened by exhaustion. "I didn't think you'd come out there with me," Alex admitted, breaking the silence. Elena stared into her cup. "I may not like you much, but I'm not about to let us freeze to death." Alex chuckled, the first genuine laugh they had shared. "Fair enough." The storm raged on for days, forcing them to rely on each other more than ever. When the food supplies needed rationing, Alex deferred to Elena's calculations. When Elena struggled with equipment repairs, Alex offered practical solutions that worked. One night, as the wind roared outside, Elena confided, "I was so focused on being right, I forgot that we're supposed to be a team." Alex nodded, his expression thoughtful. "I've been guilty of the same. Maybe, we're stronger together than apart." From that moment, their partnership transformed. They began to appreciate each other's strengths, Elena's meticulous planning and Alex's resourceful problem-solving. Their conversations shifted from curt exchanges to meaningful discussions about their work, their lives, and their dreams. When the storm finally subsided, a rescue team arrived to find the station intact and the researchers alive, a testament to their newfound collaboration. "You two must have had some rough days," one rescuer remarked. Elena and Alex exchanged a look, a silent acknowledgement of how far they had come. "Yeah," Alex said with a grin. "But we managed." Months later, their research report was hailed as groundbreaking, but the true triumph was the bond they had forged. Elena and Alex continued to collaborate on future projects, their friendship a testament to the power of trust and empathy. In a world growing increasingly divided, their story became a reminder: when we build bridges across our differences, we can withstand even the fiercest storms.